There you go, guys. I made some comment about my video. We are covered in ice today, so it's time to go fire up the shed. See what's going on in here. Don't mind the mess. This is storage shed. We got our paper towels, firewood pellets, dog food. There's a hydro mining case right there in that case. I got my server case sitting over there. I got my man tools, air conditioning if you need one, my cement mixer, my little cement mixer. And now we're gonna roll off into the mining shed. And we're going to turn a light on to start with. I want to go ahead and fire up some 1060s that I got laying around. I got a Gigabyte Aorus 1060. Man, it's cold in here. I got 4 of these Gigabyte Aorus 1060s. I've had these sitting on the shelf for a little while. I know I sent these off my other GPUs off the Panda, so I figure money's good enough to fire these back up. I got a couple of Gigabyte G1 cards, all 6 gig cards. I'll fire these things back up on E. I just gotta pick one of my empty mining rigs. I don't know which one I want to use yet. Probably going to use this bottom rig, mainly because I don't want to run my exhaust fan. It's cold enough out here in the shed with no heating and whatnot, and there's only 6 cards. I don't think I'll have to have my exhaust fan running. So let me get these things installed, and actually I will move this rig right here. I'll put it over here on the bench and I'll get you guys over here watching. So I'll be back in just a second. All right, guys. Let me move this camera around a little bit. All right, we got a mining rig here. And what we're gonna do is go ahead and start plugging. Yeah, it's still a little dirty in here, but you know, that's the farm life. I did blow this thing out, blow the dust out, and short of actually completely tearing this thing down, it's really not worth the headache right now. I gotta try to be careful. I only have well, no, I do have a bigger power supply. I got a 1300 watt one over here in the corner, but because I'm running 2 power supplies, I don't really want to go through here and try to figure out where each one runs to. So I'm going to, okay, so these 4 here are on this power supply, these 6 over here on this power supply. But I do believe when I wired this, I got my Molex connectors going to the motherboard off this power supply, and my Delta fans are running off of this power supply. So I'll put 4 GPUs over here, and I'll put 2 over here on this one. So not a big deal. So what we'll do, there's 1, 2, 3, and 4. So let me make sure I found the right cables here. Man, tell you what, it's so stinking cold out here. These cables are cold and they're stiff. It's kind of a pain in the butt. Yeah, and see, I wish motherboard manufacturers would or not motherboard, GPU manufacturers would standardize these stupid connectors. Can't tell you how many times I've had these cables these splitters bent around a certain way for the connector to go in. And the GPU, if I switch them out, the other GPU will have a different they're 180 out. Ah, there it goes. So got the dropsies today. Of course, I walked out of the house and I forgot a screwdriver. Tell you how well planned this was this morning. This was kind of a last minute decision. I was kind of going through what to mine and was looking at the profitability, even running these 1060s right now. And I probably should have had these things up running a long time ago. But been doing other things and being lazy, so these 6 1060s should be making about $18 a day currently with current prices, so not too shabby. All right, let me get the rest of these cards put in and I'll be back with you guys in just a minute. All right, everybody, 6 GPUs installed. For a little information, a little FYI, if you're working on a mining rig and you're outside in the shed and your shed is 24 degrees or -5 degrees centigrade, yeah, you might want to take your rig in the house, let that thing warm up a little bit, because I tell you what, being careful not to try to bend these wires and stuff, because the insulation on these wires is cold. And it's a little tough. They don't want to move. They're pretty rigid. So let's get this over here back on the shelf. We'll get her plugged in and hopefully I'll go back in the house and we'll see what Hive says, and hopefully this thing loads up on Hive. I'll see you in the house.
Hey everybody, Space Goat's back here. I'm back in the house from going out there and putting those 1060s in that rig out there. Man, it was cold. Sheds, like I said, it was, what did I say, it was 24 degrees. I went and looked at it a little while ago. I actually went to go get breakfast after I got the rig up and running. And I walked by there, it was 28 degrees. So, as you can see, got a little 3D print still going on. I may have to, oh, looks like that one boogered up. I'm going to have to see about getting a, maybe another camera. So I got 2 printers going. My 3rd printer is actually supposed to be here today, actually. So, but anyway, so let's jump over to our Hive OS settings for these 1060s. Real simple overclocks, not anything major. -200 on a core, plus 1,000 on the memory. Power limit set at 90. Now a couple of the cards, as you can tell by the wattage right here, 100, 95, 98, 98. They won't take that 90 power limit. They'll default back to this 100 power limit, which, okay, fine. Well, a couple of these cards, as you can tell, have Hynix memory right here, which sucks. I don't remember those cards having the Hynix in it. I thought I'd got rid of all those cards, but apparently not. So 19 mega hash, 19.5 mega hash, but the best those cards can do. This card right here will be a Gigabyte Aorus 1060, and this is the Gigabyte G1 1060 right here. The only way I can tell them apart is the power limits. The Gigabytes G1 have a 90 watt power limit minimum, and the Aorus has a 100 watt power limit. So the rest of the cards are all doing 23.5, 23.6, 23.3, 23.3, And as you can tell, cards are super cold. Fans aren't spinning. And one of the things I remember when I ran these cards before, now this is the first time in a year and a half I've ran these cards, is the efficiency numbers, let alone the Hynix memory, of course. But this G1 up here, these Gigabyte G1s, I used to have a whole bunch of these cards, and they were a bit more efficient, you know, than the AORS cards. So 91 watts versus 98 watts. Man, this one down to 88 watts. But other than that, that's it. It fires up, it ran. No issues, no problems. Ran the first time, actually. If we go over here to, let's go to what to mine. And let's just do 1060. We got 6 of them. I don't think I'm doing 135 mega hash. Let me look at the actual worker here to see what it says. Yeah, that's not showing it. Let's go. According to Hive, that rig's doing 130 mega hash. So that's pretty close, 135. Just do, oops, 130. Hive is saying that we're running 570 watts, which that's probably pretty close. I actually did not look at the power meter before I came back inside. They're saying 540 there. Yeah, I could probably get the power down a little bit better. I don't know. I also know that I'm running the Delta fans, so there's going to be 150 watts. So I'm probably more like 700 watts total system because of the Delta fans. Let's see what the... Regardless, though, there you go. $16.37 after my power cost of what those 1060s are making. So, yeah, not too bad of a profit for some old cards. So, you guys are trying to find cards, your 1066 gigs, you know, if you got some friends, some family, somebody you know with an old gaming computer that have no idea what's going on with the whole crypto thing right now, you can go beg, barter. Don't steal. You can beg and borrow and barter, but don't steal. Get you his 1060. They're still very profitable, still very good cards. Like I said, making almost $3 a day. A little less than $3 a day after power costs. So, all right, guys. I want to say thanks for everybody that's subscribed, like, give a thumbs up, comments. I guess I don't know how that whole algorithm thing works, but I guess it's supposed to help with the algorithm. If you guys want to see some of the stuff that I use, whatnot, I'll have some affiliate link stuff down in the description below. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.